Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, I'm Renee Summerhour. We start off with your top stories brought to you by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Las Vegas police shot a man during a stop after he pulled out a gun in a South Valley neighborhood Saturday night. Gunfire erupted around 7:30 p.m. near Serene Avenue and Haven Street, just east of Las Vegas Boulevard.
The officers attempted to make a person stop on that subject when he produced a firearm. The officers fired at the suspect. The suspect was struck, was transported to a local hospital where he's currently receiving medical treatment.
Metro is expected to release additional details along with the identity of the two officers involved. Visit lvrj.com for more updates. Robert Tellis, the suspect in an RJ Reporter's killing, grew up in a once powerful political dynasty. Review-Journal's Glenn Meek has more.
Hello, I'm Glenn Meek with the Las Vegas Review-Journal, and we are here in the bustling border town of El Paso, Texas, to track the background and family history of accused killer Robert Tellis. His family name, pronounced Tellis here along the border, was once synonymous with public service and politics. Robert Tellis had a great uncle who was the first Hispanic mayor of El Paso, Texas, and also later became the U.S. ambassador to Costa Rica. His own father was a two-term city councilman who ran afoul of a federal bribery investigation and pleaded guilty in 2008, surrendering his law license and forever ending any possibility of a political career. Now his son Robert Tellis faces a murder charge in Las Vegas in connection with the stabbing death of veteran newsman Jeff Gehrman from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Clark County Sheriff Joe Lombardo is now virtually tied in the polls with Democratic opponent Governor Steve Sisolak. Lombardo said he wants to follow in the footsteps of the Virginia governor and be the next education governor. Review-Journal's Jen Ah has more.
Las Vegas area schools are consistently ranked near the bottom in the nation. Republican Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin told Sheriff Joe Lombardo's supporters, with Steve Sisolak in office, Nevada has fallen backwards.
I prayed this morning about the sheriff's run. That is what's coming together right now. A spirit of unity about a new day.
Lombardo says he plans to evaluate school boards, pursue school choice, and put a thoughtful effort toward breaking up the Clark County School District. That effort, however, is already underway through the Community Schools Initiative. Lombardo also wants to reinstitute the Read by 3 program to accelerate reading.
Education is the foundation of every deal of society. Everything we deal with in society and moving society forward.
In response, Sisolak's campaign says that program was cut in 2020 but restored. However, a key aspect to hold students back if they fail to read at grade level by 3rd grade was dropped. Students can only be held back if their parents agree. Sisolak's campaign also mentioned the governor raised teacher salaries, invested in free meals, and donated his salary to Nevada public schools. To read more, go to lvrj.com.
Sports, sponsored by DNR House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable, located in downtown Summerlin. The Aces have won the 2022 WNBA Finals. For the first time in franchise history, the Aces are bringing a championship home after a 78-71 victory over the Connecticut Sun in Game 4 of the WNBA Finals. This is also the first Major League professional championship won by a Las Vegas team. Chelsea Gray was named Finals MVP after scoring 20 points, adding 6 assists and 5 rebounds, and Raquana Williams added 17 points with 2 steals. The Aces championship victory celebration will be held on Tuesday on the Las Vegas Strip. Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. A bettor turned a $7.16 bet into more than $252,000 on Saturday after hitting a college football parlay. The payout, however, could have been more than $1 million. The unidentified gambler placed a wager on FanDuel Sportsbook, selecting 25 college football games. The parlay had a mixture of spreads, totals, and moneyline picks. The first 23 legs of the parlay hit, but the bettor cashed out with the final 2 legs, Texas A&M -6.5 over Miami, and Michigan State Washington over 56.5 points.
Now it's time for your weather report, brought to you by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Happy Monday, everyone. Beautiful weather conditions to start your work week with highs reaching around 95 degrees. Breezy conditions as wind gusts could get as high as 21 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear skies with lows around 71 degrees. For the rest of the week, sunny with breezy conditions getting stronger by Tuesday. We'll stay in the mid to low 90s all week long. Evening lows staying in the low to mid 70s. In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada Bank on Accountability, UNLV professor Anthony Cabot is a legal expert who holds the title of Distinguished Fellow of Gaming Law. But he has another trick up his sleeve, creating sculptures. Cabot discovered his infatuation with steel and stained glass at a sculpture class while on vacation in Europe, then set up a welding shop in his garage back at home.
My daughter's boyfriend and I decided to go to a sculpture class. We went there and we studied a day under a sculptor in Barcelona, and I really liked it. Ultimately, my brother and I started to take welding classes.
Many of Cabot's friends want to buy his creations, but he has no desire to sell.
I've had a number of offers for some of these pieces in particular, but they're not for sale. I mean, they're just something I enjoy doing.
Visit lvrj.com for more on his art story.
Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casino's STN Sports. Download the app today. Would you believe me if I told you the Raiders were up 20-0 at one point in the team's 29-23 overtime loss to the Cardinals on Sunday? The Raiders were outscored 23-3 in the second half and allowed the Cardinals to come back to life. With just under 4 minutes left in overtime, Raiders wide receiver Hunter Renfrow fumbled the ball, allowing Arizona's Byron Murphy Jr. to scoop it up and run for a 59-yard touchdown to end the game. The Raiders fall to 0-2 on the season.
It sucks. I never want to lose in general. So yeah, it hurts. But especially in that fashion, I still don't even understand how we lost, but it's tough,
In your health news, sponsored by Boulder City Hospital, we're here for you when you need us. A man named Rod Colvin was named this year's Volunteer of the Year by the National Wildlife Refuge Association for his work at Ash Meadows in Amargosa Valley. The 71-year-old retired timber industry worker works at Ash Meadows Maintenance Department, helping to keep the roads open, and he runs most of the heavy equipment. For almost 5 years, Colvin has lived his life in a motorhome on the refuge while volunteering. In your entertainment news, sponsored by Best Mattress, Best Service, Best Selection, Best Price Guaranteed, the Life is Beautiful Festival wrapped up their 9th run in downtown Las Vegas. Art, music, and food were enjoyed by an estimated 150,000 attendees over the 3 days. Jack Harlow, Beach House, and Calvin Harris were among the leading performers in Sunday's finale, and Harlow shouted out the WNBA champions, the Aces, by changing lyrics in his popular song, What's Poppin'. Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. If you have an Amazon Fire TV, search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas Breaking News streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here later today for 7 at 7 p.m. from the Las Vegas Review Journal. Have a great day.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.